Hello everyone, YGODragonRuler back again. Again today we're gonna continue to cover the ultimate rare Yu-Gi-Oh market. I think I'm gonna continue to cover it until day over day I don't see trends and shifts in all the in the amount of ultimate rares. But there's quite a few again that have been going up in value, and I just think we're gonna cover it here. And as we're covering this, pay attention to like the charts that I put out. It does show you how these cards are shifting and how they're getting bought out repeatedly. And you can see when you focus on the low and the mid, how those like you would always expect the low to be low, right? Ideally, but when the low meets the mid, that's when you start to like that's when you should start to like worry. But first card up here is it's a hero card, I believe. Destiny hero card? Maybe. I could be wrong. You see, you got the unlimiteds here for about $2 to $3, likely played. First edition, you're looking $9, right? And if you want a first edition near mint, only one on the market, it's $20. Market value is $2, by the way. This card is useless, by the by the way. Just an added some added knowledge here. Bubble Shuffle, another hero card. Market value, we have it at 350, right? But you want first edition near mint. You look at Near Mint Unlimited, you're looking at about $7. You go to page two. No first edition on page one, by the way. You go to page two. The only near mint on the market is $20. Only one. Only one. Once that's gone, that's it. There's two lightly plates, but nobody wants that. Especially when you're buying, and it's just a rule of thumb, but if you're buying like these old vintage ultimate rares, you don't want to buy lightly played because you have to think that when somebody goes to then purchase it from you, they probably don't want to buy lightly played. Like collectors aren't looking for lightly played. They're looking for near mint. So just keep that in mind when you're doing these random buyouts. Lightning Vortex, $40, right? Market price 45, so that seems about right, right? Until first edition is 135. Near mint first edition is $300. Like $300. And that's only one page. Only one page. Next up, Voltic Bicorn? What? Why? Why? What's the effect of this? If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, both players send the top 7 cards of their deck. But it's opponent dependent, right? So you never want to buy a card that depends on your opponent being the one that has to engage in the action. But there's no first edition on the market. It's one page, 8 listings, and that's it. Crazy, crazy. Oh, this. Let's take a moment and look at Silent Swordsman level 7, because for some strange reason, like every version of this is being bought out. This is the only one on the market. No first edition, no nothing. It's only this one, unlimited for $15, and once that's gone, that's it. That's it. And then we have level 3. I wanted to check on him as well. Market value has him at about $16. First edition is about likely pays about 30. When you go to near mint, it's about 40. And then again, there's only 8 on the market. Page ends up about $50 after the $40 copies are gone. Dark Revelation, Volume 3. Oh no, no. Let me. There's no way. There's no. Let me give a quick refresh. None on the market. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Then Doom Terminal. Dual Terminal has a lot, and I don't know if they were just so cheap that $1 is just too much for them, or somebody just missed it. Someone's like, yeah, DT. That's not what I want. I don't want DT. But they're like $1. If anybody, if anybody wants to make that shift, make that move, they're $1. Wonder One Ultimate Rare. Wonder One Ultimate Rare has been getting a couple of buyouts, but right now, if you want a first edition Wonder One Ultimate Rare, you're looking at minimum $40. Minimum $40. That's insane. And then there's this PS9 for 40. I don't think this is a first edition copy though. Let's see. If it's a first edition copy, I pick it up, but it is not. Nope. But if it was, oh man. All right, next up. Let's see. What else are we looking at? We got Ancient Gear Golem. 2 on the market. One's that the unlimited is 200. The first edition is 400. Because of course it would be. Volume 3, Dark Revelation. you're looking, there's only about 6 on the market. They're about $20 to $35. Once those are gone, that's it. And this one has been going up. Ancient Gear, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Market value, I believe, have them at about 11. If you're looking unlimited, yeah, 11. But if you're looking first edition, the cheapest lightly played copies are about $60. And then if you want near mint, you're looking at about 70. I would grab this. See, I don't want to. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't. The thing with buying out these old vintage cards is that eventually they're just gonna go up in value, right? Like, no one's buying this thinking it's gonna decline. So if you have a strong belief, and Ancient Gear, it's like they recently got Ancient Gear Fusion reprinted in the Legendary Duelist set. That's gonna give them a bump. That's incentivizing more Ancient Gear players to now go in and pick up this deck. Because some of the cards from Legendary Duels are gonna be cheaper now, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Something to think about. Something to. If you're going for vintage, I would pick this PSA 9 up and just kind of hold it. It's first edition. Condition is pretty much mint. So, just something to consider. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Next up, these are some like off. I don't want to say off, but like this is some random buyouts. But it's a dragon. You never go wrong when you buy out a dragon. Always keep that in mind. What dragon is this? Trident Dragon. Market value is about $7. First edition is about 17, but that's likely played. We only care about near mint because that's what everyone else is going to be buying, and there's not any in the market. There's not any in the market. There is none of this card on the market. That's beautiful. Next up, spellbooks. This guy's been going up. What is the market value for him? I believe it's $4. If you want a first edition, there's none on the first page, which means there's like probably one. There is no one. There's okay. I would get this. This near mint, first edition for $5.65 from Puts Joker game. That seems like a solid investment considering it's the only near mint on the market. I'd buy that. Then this Thunder Unicorn also getting bought out. Market value $2, right? But we want a first edition. You're looking likely paid $5, but near mint $20. Oh man. Master Monk. There's just the market value on this actually matches up with its current price, but there's only 15 on the market, and then it quickly becomes like $42 by the end of the first page. Near mint is $40, but there's also near mint here from Big City Games for about $12. And that kind of gives you perspective, right? Not only looking at the chart, but looking at these prices, it gives you perspective at where these cards were before. This card had to have been selling cheaper than $12 for Big City to come out and be like, yeah. Because if you follow some of these sellers, you rarely see them around during these buyout times. Like Big City cards, there's a lot of cards that get bought out and their name always pops up. And if you follow their prices before and after the buyout, their prices are usually on the higher side, but they're not on like the buyout level of prices, right? Like they're not selling for 40 because chances are Big City Games, they picked it up when it was like $2-3 and they don't mind like selling it for 12 because they're still making an insane markup, right? So that's something to consider. Something to consider when you see like those names out there. They were ready from the get-go. Dark Horse also going up in value. Only 10 on the market. First edition is $25. Likely played is 22. And once they're gone, they're gone. And this is a weird one too. I don't even understand this one at all. It's from Gladiator Galactic Overload Zeet conversion. It's a trap card. Market value is about $1. But if we go down here, there's 7 on the market. The likely plates are about that price. You got likely plates for about $2, and then you get near mint unlimited. They're about $3, and then if you go down here, first edition is about $15, and there's only 2 on the market. And then once that's gone, that's it. And lastly, you got another Earthbound Immortal to talk about. What is this one called? I'm not even. I'm bad with name pronunciation, so instead of butchering it, I'm not even gonna try. Market value is $6. Obviously, there's only one first edition. I checked this already. And it's about $100 and something. But here you see Big City cards again coming in. $9, 29 on the market, but unlimited, not first edition, of course. Because if you want a first edition, you're going to be dropping $140. It's the only one on the market. And I don't know if that person is trying to hold the line. Tier 1 games, if they're buying out all the other copies or not. Because that's also something you want to consider, right? That maybe this person is going in and just buying up all these copies. But as always, guys, I think that's all I got right now. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook page. Those are going to be linked in the description below. I do post day-over-day price changes. So as buyouts happen, I am posting them, right? So you guys can see that. You can see what they were going for before the buyout and now how much they are after the buyout. So if that kind of stuff interests you guys, link is in the description. Just check it out. You don't really have to do anything. You could just follow the page and then you'll be notified. Oh, you don't even have to be notified. You could just scroll through the page and you'll see all the buyouts that's been happening. Also, my TCGplayer link is in the description. If you want to support me, that'd be great. If not, that's cool too. Whatever works for you. But if you're buying anything, I mean, might as well, right? But that'll do it for the Market Watch today. I might drop another one later today talking about other cards that are not ultimate rare cards, right? Because other stuff have been getting bought out. I tend to post more of those on my Instagram and that Facebook group chat. So check those out if you haven't already. But yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.